Hello and welcome to another episode of Trust Check with me, Hajara Hosseini. On Trust Check, we bring you weekly reports on viral claims made on and off social media that may have led to people asking so many questions. Before we get into that, let's take a quick break. Welcome back to Trust Check. Social media, as we know, peddles a lot of fake news and it spreads like wildfire. Individuals, blogs, and even some credible news outlets sometimes share information without proper verification because social media has given even untrained individuals the power to break news and disseminate information. That is why it is important to verify information that you do not feel comfortable with before sharing. Today we take up multiple claims made over the past week. The first claim is a message going around mostly on WhatsApp claiming that the use of a popular anti-malaria drug, P-Alaxine, caused the death of an individual. The post is being shared to warn Nigerians against the use of P-Alaxine as it could lead to kidney problems and death. The message surfaced online after 66 children died in the Gambia from acute kidney injuries, which were later linked to some cough syrups imported into their country. However, the message circulating in Nigeria reads, "Very important and urgent notice, please. The above medication is everywhere in Nigeria for the treatment of malaria. Please, nobody should buy it or even take it. It is very strong and toxic to the kidneys. My own auntie took it to treat her malaria and the medication ended up crushing her kidney. She died 2 days ago after a few days she took the medication. May her soul rest in peace, amen. Please pass this information to your families and friends back home." But investigations by Trust Check show that the drug is approved by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control, NAFDAC, and there is no information from professionals indicating that the drug has been responsible for the death of those who used it. What is P-Alaxine? According to an article by publichealth.com, P-Alaxine is an artemisinin-based combination therapy product extracted from a plant called the sweet wormwood. The drug is used for the treatment of serious malaria as it helps to kill the malaria parasites faster. However, the World Health Organization discouraged the use of the medicine only when on medication, as there have been signs that malaria parasites are developing resistance. And contrary to the claim that P-Alaxine crushes the kidney, research has been conducted on how artemisinin can in fact serve as a potential treatment for kidney disease with the emergence of new technologies such as ARS-based smart nanomedicine. Speaking with Trust Check, a pharmacist, Jalili Kelani, described the information as a false alarm. He said, "Somebody just decided to raise a false alarm and you can't verify who posted the story first. For now, there is no information either from NAFDAC or other pharmaceutical offices that the drug causes what the person says. Yes, every drug is a potential poison, even paracetamol. P-Alaxine is an artemisinin-based combination therapy drug for managing malaria. If P-Alaxine has a problem, then all ACTs will have a problem, unless we are saying it is that particular brand that has issues. But the drug is being advertised over and over again, and our patients take the drug." He added that for a drug to be the genesis of kidney failure, then the person already has kidney impairment, and in that situation is not supposed to take any drug in their normal dosage. Luckily, an expert pharmacist, Ifeoma Felicita Uzo, will be joining us on the show to talk more on the claim. Welcome on the show and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very glad to be here.
We were just talking about a claim that P-Alaxine, the anti-malaria drug, causes kidney diseases and then eventually death. We would love for you to enlighten us and the audience on the drug and if there has been any reports recently or in the past of any side effects or complications.
Okay, thank you very much. Like it's commonly known, every drug has a side effect. And from research, P-Alaxine, which is a brand name for dihydroartemisinin and piperazine combination of anti-malaria treatment, which is commonly called ACT, artemisinin-based combination therapy. is just a brand name of the drug from Green Life Pharmaceuticals. And there have not been any claim by a competent regulatory authority that it causes or predisposes to kidney failure or kidney issues. However, it's just some, I would call it fake news or rumors that it causes kidney issues. From research and from the pharmacology of the medication issues. However, when such information comes to the public, people are very eager to embrace any rumor or fake news. I think the first time that I heard of this situation was last year, when a lady or a family lady claimed that one of their family members passed away after taking P-Alazine. That could be said to, there could be other factors that predispose to that. Okay? So I think you have to check other things. Now, P-Alazine is just a brand of this drug. We've not had any report or claim that other brands of dihydroartemisinin and aparaquine combination are leading to kidney failures. I think if that be the case, the regulatory authorities would have recalled the products from the market. So I just think it's just a slander on the manufacturers of that particular brand. So from my studies, I don't think it has the chance to cause kidney issues. I must also tell you that other anti-artemisinin based drugs like artemether-lumefantrine, Artemether itself, artesunate, they are metabolized in the human body to dihydroartemisinin. So what could possibly lead to kidney failure? So I think the question to the people that are making this claim is, what informed the decision? Was an autopsy conducted to determine that it can lead to kidney failure, or that was what led to the person's death, or what led to the kidney? Because reviews have to be done before you can accept a claim. And in my rights, I believe that if that be the case for P-Alazine, then should have not been in the market for this long. There are cases where drugs are released into the market, and from time to based on post-marketing clinical, that it poses a threat. So and they are withdrawn. So I don't see the basis for that accusation. I can only see it as a fake news. So there could be other things. Maybe the person had kidney related issues, he overdosed on the medication, or he was exposed to other medication that could be detrimental to the health. Okay, so that is my take on it. So P-Alazine, clinically, therapeutically, pharmacologically, and every aspect of human medicine, does not cause kidney failure. It doesn't cause kidney failure.
Can you please advise people who usually go on self-medication instead of going to a hospital to actually get checked before they go to a pharmacy to get drugs?
We have always been on that, encouraging people to desist from self-medication, because drugs are poisons. Drugs are poisons, just that they have therapeutic effect on the human body. So if somebody makes himself or herself available for self-medication and take drug without appropriate prescription or dispensing by a competent trained healthcare professional like the doctors, the pharmacists, or administered by nurses, then there is really risk of having adverse effect. And adverse effect can be very dangerous. Like in this case that we are talking about, that could be judged to be adverse effect from maybe the person got the drug over the counter and didn't understand the dosing. So maybe the person overdosed on it. So people should try as much as they can to visit the hospital embarking on medication, especially when it comes to anti-infectives like anti-malaria, antibiotics, because apart from battling resistance to these medications, we also run the risk of compromising our health further. So consulting with a competent health authority will go a long way in helping us avoid all problems that we experience from time to time, though they are isolated. But we wouldn't want somebody to, after taking a medication, have issues. So you need to visit a doctor or a pharmacist when you take this drug, be it side effect or anything or any adverse reaction. If a pharmacist or a medical doctor talks to you, the person will tell, okay, if you experience these symptoms, you have to return to the hospital for check or disease from testing. If you are self-medicating, you will not have those informations. And so thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time. Relying on our investigation, TrustCheck can confirm that the claim that P-Alaxin causes kidney disease and death is false. However, what you can do is avoid self-medicating and always get medicines only on prescription. And that is why every week on the show, we remind you of the importance of verifying information before you share to avoid the further spread of fake news. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the other claims. Stay tuned. Welcome back to TrustCheck. The second claim was made via a tweet that went viral within a short period. The Twitter user made a bold statement with no evidence to back it up. The tweet claimed that General T.Y. Danjuma, retired, donated a jet to the Obi Datti campaign in support of the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, and his running mate, Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed. The tweet reads, "Grateful to T.Y. Danjuma, retired, for his generous donation of his Challenger 605 Bombardier private jet for the Obi Datti 2023 campaigns, a true patriot and elder statesman." TrustCheck reached out to the author of the tweet to find out how he came about such information, but he did not respond. However, a member of Obi Datti media team, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, told TrustCheck that the news is fake and urged people to be careful of what they believe and share. Also, the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, rebuffed the claim in a tweet, saying he had never received such an offer. He tweeted, "Recently, several social media reports have been alluded that some eminent Nigerians have donated their personal jets for my use during my campaign. Inasmuch as I appreciate the expression of such hopes, I have never received any of such offer. I pray that those eminent Nigerians mentioned are not unduly distracted by such social media utterances. May Almighty God bless those eminent Nigerians always." TrustCheck can confirm that the tweet claiming that T.Y. Danjuma donated a private jet to Obi Datti campaign is false and was made up to mislead people. The last claim on today's episode was made by the All Progressives Congress presidential candidates, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who claimed that Nigeria's oil production under the previous government was 400,000 barrels per day before President Muhammadu Buhari's administration took over. He made the statement while speaking at the launch of the women's team of the APC presidential campaign. He said that Nigerians seeking a change of government have forgotten the situation of the country before President Buhari assumed office, adding that he will put an end to banditry if elected president in 2023. In his words, "If they say they want a change of government, just tell them we would like to be polite, but shut up your mouth. In the last 8 years, even as a party that inherited a troublesome nation under the weight of uncertainty, we preached the change of government, which God has changed. Buhari took over. He took over the lowest production of 400,000 barrels of oil, the worst pricing. Still, the very determined and focused person was able to bail out even 36 states of his country who are not able to pay salary. People who are living in hunger gave him a bravo." However, data from the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, shows that Nigeria recorded an average oil production of 2.5 million barrels per day in 2011, almost 2 million barrels per day in 2012, and 2.2 million barrels per day in 2013. Also, OPEC data shows the highest price ever paid for crude oil was between June and July 2008, when a barrel of crude oil was sold for around $130 to $147, and the average crude oil price in 2008 ended up being almost $95 per barrel. As it stands, Nigeria does not have an accurate figure on how many liters are consumed by citizens, as the figures quoted ranges between 50 million liters per day to around 103 million liters per day. Relevant data available to TrustCheck show that the claim by Tinubu on low oil production and terrible prices inherited by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration is false. While we bring you weekly reports on false information circulating on and off social media, a simple way to stop the spread of fake news is to verify any information before sharing them. Also remember that fake news causes damage with irreversible effects. For more details on the fact check, visit www.trustcheck.dailytrust.com and follow us on all social media platforms at Trust TV News. Until I come your way next week, I am Hajara Hussaini.